Have you ever been stuck in traffic and looked around wondering the same thing? How is everyone affording this? You see brand new luxury SUVs everywhere. Expensive vacations flood social media. Restaurants are packed. Concerts sell out within minutes. New homes, designer clothing, high-end electronics, it can seem like everyone around you is doing incredibly well financially. And if you're trying to save money, invest for retirement, or pay down debt, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. But here's the question almost nobody asks. Are people actually wealthy, or are they simply spending like they are? Today, we're uncovering what many financial experts call the fake rich trap, a growing trend where people look financially successful on the outside while struggling behind the scenes. And by the end of this video, you may see wealth, success, and financial freedom in a completely different way. Let's start with something many Canadians notice every day. Imagine you're driving through Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, or Montreal. At a red light, you glance around and see luxury vehicles everywhere. New pickup trucks, luxury SUVs, premium electric vehicles, and cars that cost more than some people's annual salary. The natural reaction is to assume these drivers must be doing incredibly well financially. But what if that's not actually true? One of the biggest financial misconceptions is believing that expensive possessions automatically indicate wealth. In reality, many people aren't buying these assets with cash. They're financing them through long-term loans, leases, and monthly payments that can stretch for years. What you're seeing isn't necessarily wealth. What you're seeing may simply be access to credit. And that's an important distinction. A person driving a $90,000 vehicle may actually have very little money invested. Meanwhile, another person driving a 10-year-old car may have hundreds of thousands of dollars quietly growing in investment accounts. The appearance of wealth and actual wealth are often two very different things. And that's where the fake rich trap begins. Social media has made this problem even worse. Every day, we're exposed to carefully selected highlights from other people's lives. Luxury vacations. Expensive restaurants. Designer purchases. Beautiful homes. Perfect lifestyles. What we rarely see are the credit card balances, the personal loans, the financial stress, or the sacrifices happening behind the scenes. People naturally compare their everyday reality to someone else's highlight reel. And when you do that long enough, it's easy to believe everyone else is moving ahead while you're standing still. But social media doesn't reward financial responsibility. It rewards attention. Nobody gets thousands of likes for contributing to their TFSA. Nobody goes viral for increasing their RRSP contributions. Nobody becomes an influencer because they chose to stay home and invest an extra $500 this month. The internet rewards visible spending. Real wealth often grows invisibly. And that creates a dangerous illusion. The next piece of the puzzle is lifestyle inflation. This happens when your spending increases every time your income increases. You receive a raise. You upgrade your car. You earn a larger salary. You move into a more expensive home. Your income grows, your lifestyle grows with it. At first, this feels like success. After all, isn't the point of making more money to enjoy life more? Partly, yes. But many people unknowingly spend every dollar they earn and sometimes even more. The result is that their financial situation doesn't improve despite higher incomes. They look richer. But they aren't actually becoming wealthier. This is where one of the biggest hidden costs appears. Let's imagine two Canadians. Both earn similar incomes. One chooses to spend an extra $500 each month upgrading their lifestyle. The other invests that same $500 every month into a diversified portfolio, earning an average long-term return. At first, the difference seems small. $500 isn't life-changing. But over decades, compounding changes everything. After 25 or 30 years, the investor could potentially accumulate hundreds of thousands of dollars more. In some cases, the gap can exceed $1 million. That's the true cost of lifestyle inflation. It's not just the money you spend today. It's the future wealth that money could have created. And most people never see that hidden bill. This leads to an important distinction. Performing wealth versus building wealth. Performing wealth is designed to be seen. It's the expensive car. The luxury watch. The constant upgrades. The image of success, building wealth, is different. Building wealth often looks boring. It's investing consistently, avoiding unnecessary debt, living below your means, increasing your net worth year after year. One approach gets attention. The other creates financial freedom. The challenge is that performing wealth delivers immediate gratification. Building wealth requires patience. And patience isn't always exciting. But over time, patience tends to win. So what does real Canadian wealth actually look like in 2026? Many people assume wealthy individuals are the ones showing obvious signs of financial success. Sometimes that's true, but often, real wealth is much quieter. Real wealth may be the couple who consistently invests every month, the family with a fully funded emergency fund, the homeowner making extra mortgage payments, the retiree living comfortably from investment income, the worker who has accumulated substantial assets inside a TFSA and RRSP. These people may not appear wealthy on social media. They may not drive the newest vehicles. They may not constantly upgrade everything they own. But financially, they're often far stronger than they appear. That's because wealth isn't measured by what you buy. It's measured by what you keep. Another reason people fall into the fake rich trap is that entire industries profit from keeping consumers focused on spending. Think about it. Advertising is everywhere. Every platform, every app, every website, and every social media feed is designed to encourage consumption. The message is remarkably consistent. Buy this. Upgrade that. You deserve more. Don't miss out. Success is often marketed as something you purchase. But real financial security doesn't come from buying more things. It comes from owning assets. Every dollar spent on status is a dollar that can't be invested. And every dollar invested has the potential to work for you for years or even decades. This is why one of the most powerful financial habits is creating your own private scoreboard. Most people use public scoreboards. They compare houses, cars, vacations, clothing, and lifestyles. But those measurements don't tell the full story. A private scoreboard focuses on things that actually matter. Your net worth, your savings rate, your investment portfolio, your debt level, your financial independence progress. When you track those numbers instead, something interesting happens. You stop competing with strangers. And you start competing with your previous self. That's when meaningful financial progress begins. Which brings us to the real Canadian dream. For many people, the dream isn't luxury vehicles, designer brands, or impressing strangers online. The real dream is freedom. Freedom from financial stress. Freedom from overwhelming debt. Freedom to choose how you spend your time. Freedom to retire comfortably. Freedom to help your family. Freedom to live life on your own terms. And unlike the fake rich lifestyle, that dream doesn't require constant spending. It requires consistency, patience, discipline, and long-term thinking. The next time you look around and wonder how everyone seems to be affording so much, remember this. Not everything is as it appears. Some people are building wealth. Some people are borrowing it. And from the outside, it can be difficult to tell the difference. The good news is that you don't need to impress anyone to become financially successful. You don't need the newest car, the biggest house, or the most expensive lifestyle. You simply need a plan, consistent action, and enough patience to let time work in your favor. Because real wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about having choices. And that's something no luxury purchase can ever replace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Canadian personal finance and investing content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.